Hello, good evening students and welcome back to our online classes of English language. I welcome all of you with a big heart and students, now we are going to start our lesson. So students, in the previous class or in the previous period, we have started comparison of adjectives. So students, in that I have explained you what is the meaning of positive degree, what is the meaning of comparative degree and what is the meaning of superlative degree. So students, pay attention that I am just repeating it again. In positive degree we are using the simple form of adjective. In comparative degree we are doing comparison between two things or two people, and in superlative degree we are doing comparison more in between more than two people or two things. Okay, so that is the superlative degree. And to keep in your mind, okay, in positive degree we are just using the simple form of adjective. In comparative degree we are adding er to the word, or we are adding more, or we are adding er to the word, and in superlative degree we are adding est to the adjectives. So we have seen three rules. Now we are going to study fourth and fifth rule, and you have to study or learn it properly. Now let's see which is the fourth rule. So students, the fourth rule is we can form comparative and superlative degree by changing y into I and adding er and est to the word. Now see, in the spelling pretty, the spelling is P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. And here in the spelling pretty, the spelling ends in y, and when we are forming comparative degree, this y turns into I. So here the spelling changes, the y turns into I here. Okay, so it becomes prettier and we have to add er here. Pretty, prettier, and in superlative degree we have to add est to that word. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Okay. Now see the second word again here, the spelling dry. It ends in y. So this y, while forming the comparative degree, this y turns into I. And again we have to add er to this word. Dry, drier, and here we have added est to that word, driest. Then same with heavy. The spelling ends in y. And this y, while forming the comparative degree or when we are making the comparative degree, this y turns into I here, and we have to add er to that word. It becomes heavier, and in superlative degree we have added est to this word and it becomes heaviest. So getting it students? Now see fourth one, busy. The spelling ends in y here, busy. This y turns into I here. It becomes busier. We have added er to this spelling, busier, and to form the superlative we have added est. It becomes the busiest. So have you understood how we have done this? It is very simple and very easy to understand. Okay. Now we are moving towards the fifth rule. So up to now have you understood? Okay, let's move further. Let's see the fifth rule. We can form comparative and superlative by adding more and most to the words. Now see, you can see here I have written some words over here in positive degree. The first word is useful. Okay, and in comparative I have just added here more, and it becomes more useful. In positive it is useful, but in comparative I have added more before this word and it has become more useful. And in superlative degree the same I have done. I have just added most before this word and it has become most useful. Useful, more useful, most useful. Now see the second word, urgent. more urgent and most urgent. In comparative it is more urgent. In superlative I have used here most urgent. Then third one is handsome. This is the adjective and it comes under the title of positive degree, and I have just added more before this word and it has become more handsome. I have added most in superlative degree and it has become most handsome. Handsome, more handsome, most handsome. Then fourth word is intelligent. This is also an adjective. All these are the adjectives. So I have added more before this word and it has become more intelligent, and in superlative degree again I have added most before this word intelligent and it has become most intelligent. So intelligent, more intelligent and most intelligent. In this way we can do comparative and superlative degrees. So have you understood? It is very simple. Okay. So let's move further. Friends, sixth rule is about the irregular formation of adjectives. Some adjectives are like that, they come into the irregular forms. So which are that adjective that we are going to see now. So the first one is bad. For bad, bad comes into positive degree. This word comes into positive degree. It is bad or ill, and in comparative degree, we are not adding er or est to that word. Instead of that, it becomes worse in comparative degree, and in superlative degree it becomes worst. Bad or ill, when both of these two words come in positive degree, you have to form worse in comparative and worst in superlative degree. Then second one is evil. Okay, so same we have to use here worse and worst. Third one is far, farther, farthest. Then good, or we can say well, good or well. It becomes better in comparative degree and best in superlative degree. Good, better, best. Then much, much in positive degree it becomes more, and in superlative degree we have to use most. Sixth one is little. In positive degree it comes little, it comes as a little, we use it as a little, and in comparative degree it becomes less, and superlative degree it becomes least. So these are the sixth rule of forming comparative degree and superlative degree. If one adjective is given here in positive degree, then we have to form comparative and superlative degree using these 6 different rules. Okay, so now we are going to see the use of some and any. See, there are still some adjectives and that adjectives are some and any. Now these adjectives are adjectives of quantity, means they tell us about the quantity. Okay, so some is used in affirmative sentences. Affirmative means in positive sentences, and any we are using in negative sentences. Okay, now see the example. There is still some milk in the jug. So this is the affirmative sentence, and the second one, the jug does not have any milk. This is the negative sentence. Okay, so have you understood? It tells us the quantity. Okay, there is still some milk in the jug. It means that this word some is indicating here the quantity of milk in the jug, left in the jug, and the jug does not have any milk. It means that this is the negative sentence. There isn't any milk in the jug. So have you understood? Some and any, these are the adjectives of quantity. They shows us the quantity of the things. Okay, they are used to show the quantity of the things. But some is used in affirmative sentences, positive sentences, and any is used in negative sentences. So let's move further. But students, here I just want to tell you that why I am doing all these things or all the portions in a little bit hurry or hurriedly, because our first term exam is coming near, and in that first term examination your question paper will be of 80 marks, but that 80 marks are divided into 30 marks will be of objective question and answers, and 50 marks will be the descriptive. Okay, and in that 50 marks there will be letter writing, there will be composition, and there will be comprehension for 10 marks, and remaining marks, okay, that will be for your all that part or all the syllabus that is going to come in the first term. That questions will be asked on that. So have you understood? Again I am telling you that our first term exams are coming near, and in that you will be given syllabus that currently taught to you. Okay, and in that syllabus, wait a minute, I am just explaining you on the board. Now students, I am telling you about the first term examination. In our first term examination, question paper format will be like this: 30 marks objective questions, 30 marks will come for objective questions, and 50 marks will come for descriptive questions. Okay, so which are the descriptive questions? So in that composition will be there. Composition means essay. Okay, that we are going to do right now, means later on. Second will come for letter writing. That letter will be informal. That will be for 10 marks again. Composition or essay will be for 10 marks. Letter writing will be for 10 marks. And beside on the back side of your textbook, comprehensions are given there, and any one comprehension will come for the examination. That will be for 10 marks, and remaining 20 marks again are the short answers and questions based on the syllabus. Okay, so like this, total 80 marks paper is a total 80 marks paper will be set for your first term examination. So have you understood this format? Again I am telling you, 30 marks will be for objective question and answers, 50 marks of descriptive questions, and in that 50 marks here descriptive question will become, and they are one composition, one letter writing, one comprehension. They will be for 10 marks. These are the total of 30. These will come for 30 marks, and beside that 20 marks short question and answers will become for that will be based on your syllabus. Okay, so like this there will be paper of 80 marks for the first term. So I hope you have understood this format. I am just sending you this photo on our classroom app. You can see this question paper format there only. Okay, so now we are going to solve question and answers of comparison of adjectives. So let's move further. Question number A, write the comparative and superlative degrees. Okay, some words are given here and you have to form comparative and superlative degree of that. So the first one is lovely. Now students, take your pen in your hands and start writing with me as I am telling you the answers. The first word is lovely. You have to write down in your textbook on page number 48, question number A, lovely, lovelier, loveliest. Two fill in the blanks are given there. So in the first fill in the blanks you have to write down lovelier, and in the second fill in the blanks you have to write down loveliest. Lovely, lovelier, loveliest. And write down the spellings carefully, okay? Second one is sad. Comparative degree sadder, S-A-D-D-E-R, sadder. And superlative degree saddest, S-A-D-D-E-S-T, saddest. Third one is near. Comparative degree of that, nearer, 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 and superlative degree is nearest, Nearest. Fourth one is pink. Comparative degree, pinker. We just have added er to that word, pinker, pinker, and superlative degree is pinkest. We have added est to that word, pinkest. Then ugly, uglier, ugliest. Wide, wider, widest. So, have you understood up to now? Now let's move further. Four examples are remaining that we are going to write now. See, the next word is hungry. Positive degree, in positive degree it is given hungry. In comparative degree it becomes hungrier, and in superlative degree it becomes hungriest. Young, younger, youngest. Old, older, oldest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. See the spelling of thin, T-H-I-N, thin. Here we have written T-H-I-N-N-E-R, thinner. And in superlative degree we have written T-H-I-N-N-E-S-T, thinnest. Okay? So have you understood? Let's move further. See question number B. Study the examples and frame your sentences. Okay? This question you have to write down in your notebook. Okay? You have to write down this question in your notebook in the classwork section. Okay? So, see the first sentence. Australia, beautiful country in the world. So, you have to form the sentence like this. Australia is the most beautiful country in the world. So, you have to write down all these sentences in your notebook like this as I have written. Now, see sentence number 2. Mount Everest, high peak in the world. So, the answer is Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Third sentence, Shakespeare, greatest dramatist in literature. You have to write down Shakespeare is the greatest dramatist in the, sorry, I have written here world. Not world will come here, literature. In literature. And not in the literature, in literature only. Okay? Now see the next sentence, fourth one. Apsara, pretty girl in our class. Okay? So the answer of this, Apsara is the prettiest girl in our class. Answer is Apsara is the prettiest girl in our class. Fifth one, NDTV, favorite news channel in India. So you have to form the sentence like this. NDTV is the most favorite news channel in India. So like this, we have solved question number B also. You have to copy it in your notebook without fail. Okay, without forgetting. Now, question number C we are going to do. That is question number C. Write comparative and superlative degree. Now, first word is given here, active. Comparative degree, more active, and superlative degree, most active. Second word is handsome. Comparative degree, more handsome. Superlative degree, most handsome. Then urgent. Comparative degree, more urgent. Superlative degree, most urgent. Fourth number, much. Comparative degree, more, and superlative degree, most. Then little. Comparative degree, less. Superlative degree, least. Then good. Comparative degree, better, and superlative degree, best. Seventh one, useful. Comparative degree, more useful, and superlative degree, most useful. Then 8.1, intelligent. Comparative degree, more intelligent. Superlative degree, most intelligent. 9.1, far. Comparative degree, farther. Superlative degree, farthest. Then bad. Comparative degree, worse, and superlative degree, worst. So like this we have also finished question number C. You have to write down all these question and answers in your textbook, okay, and only B question that I have told to write down in your notebook, okay. So have you understood how we have formed superlative degree and comparative degree, superlative degree, and we have also done the various sentences that are related to comparative degree and superlative degree, okay. Now you have understood how to form the sentences, how to form the degrees of comparative and superlative degree, okay. So I would like to stop here, students. Till then you have to take care of yourself, and I am just signing out of the day here. Till then you have to take care of yourself. Bye bye.